it in again. Come on, give it away with the toy car! Well, how are you all doing? So you know, when you get old, everybody looks so beautiful. Just need a bad eyesight and low stand. Of course, daytime television is a real joy for old people. It's every advert's about what happens when you're dead. Spare your family the fuss and expense of a traditional funeral with pure cremations. We're rated 4.9 on Trustpilot. I mean, who's rating pure cremations? It's not the dead guy. Because television now is full of competition type programs like The Apprentice and Bake Off. Makes you wonder what's coming next. The Great British Doctor, every week, the one who has the most patients dies is eliminated. And of course, I didn't know I had a deprived childhood, but just like Ricky, I grew up without Sky TV. So, you know, my age, I can't get up the stairs without getting out of breath. But the bad thing is, when I get to the top, I can't remember what I went up there for. So, give me a cheer if you've got children.
Yeah.
Give me a cheer if you don't. Oh yeah, so much happier. Nothing more annoying than someone who's just had their first baby. Because they'll say, oh, if they can have the ugliest looking thing, they'll say, come and have a look, isn't he gorgeous? And you've got to go, yeah, he's gorgeous, beautiful. And of course, once you have a child, your life really changes. Whereas before, you could just say, let's go to the pub and get hammered. Now, you've got to take the baby with you. Of course, I don't know what teachers maintain discipline with now. They're no longer allowed to hit the children. Because it's like, you boy, do that again, I'll put a comment on your TikTok profile. People ask me, when does the commitment end? Well, my son's 29, my daughter's 25, and they've both moved back home. Because of course they'll never be able to buy a house. They're just waiting for me to die, so they get my house. You know, if you want to brighten up your street with some flowers, all you have to do is run someone over. So, who here saw me on live at the Apollo? Well, no one? Oh well, it'll probably be repeated on Dave. You do have to look kind of carefully because I'm sitting near the back of the stalls. Okay, so they said be topical. So who's looking forward to Christmas? I mean, I'm getting to an age where if I don't get a Christmas card off someone, my first thought is, has another one stuffed it? Of course, buying presents is a real pain. You never know what to get the wife. She didn't like the ironing board, I got her last year. To my children, they bought me a voucher for pure cremations. So, I used to gate crash a lot of parties. But there's one kind of party that you can still gate crash. That's funerals. If you go along to your local crematorium, they've got funerals all day long. You do have to sit through the service, but that gets you the person's name. Because they'll say, George was such a lovely person. I've never known someone do a eulogy and saying, oh, he was an old miserable bugger. Because at the end of the service, they'll say, please join us for drinks, and they'll tell you where the wake is. So from that point, you're not a gate crasher anymore, because you've just been invited. So you go along to the wake, you can say, yes, I knew George, because George isn't there to contradict you. See, there's no better place to meet a recently unattached widow. Okay, I think that's me.
Now you say nobody ever says, oh, he was an absolute miserable bastard. I once went to a funeral where nobody actually said that the deceased was a miserable bastard. Actually,